What's up, YouTube? It's me, KKJinxx, here with another Zelda Breath of the Wild walkthrough slash playthrough. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to come over here because Yunobo wants to talk to us because we didn't actually complete the Divine Beast Vah Rudania, but we are going to do that right now. And he's just going to go on about how he saw the ghost and Rudania's calm and all that. And Boss needs to talk to us. And we can't refuse an order from Boss. So we are going to go ahead and talk to Boss. So let's go do that first. Alright, so he's just going on about the same stuff, about how he can't believe that we did it, and he's happy, and everything is great. See? Great. It's calmed down, and things have returned to their peaceful ways, and now they can go back to digging ore on Death Mountain. But he's got to thank us with a treasure chest, because we do nothing for free. So this was wielded by Daruk himself. Let's go check it out. And before we can, he's going to go on about the sword that seals the darkness, and we will get to that. I have a plan, but I will tell you right after we go to this treasure. Now, I can tell you right now, it's going to be a weapon, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of something so that I have a clear inventory spot. Because it is a boulder breaker. It's a power 60. This two-handed weapon, once wielded by the Goron champion Daruk, Daruk made swinging it around look easy, but a Hylian would need an immense amount of strength. Well, we're going to go ahead and stick that on our backs anyway. And the second order of business that I would like to take care of is the goddess statue. At the current time, we have 4 spirit orbs and 11 hearts. Let's make it 12. We need 13 in total, so the plan is that we are going to do the most recent shrine quest that we got from this area, A Brother's Roast. And then we are going to go into the Korok Forest, and we are going to do the Korok Trials, which will give us the other 3 that we need. And we'll get the Master Sword today. So, to start A Brother's Roast, we've already activated this mission. We can look in our stuff here, activate it. It says, Blandon's brother, Goron, should have been back by now. It sounds like he went to Gorko Tunnel, southwest of Gorko Lake, to dig up the secret of the hero. So that is what we are going to do. Now, we want to go to Gorko Tunnel, which is just south of Gorko Lake. So there's the lake. Here's the tunnel. Let's go ahead and mark it. And now, where we want to go first is we want to get up on that bridge up there. And, of course, as you know, you can go all the way around this way and get up to there. But I'm actually going to come up over here and up to these rocks up there. And I'm just going to climb all the way up there. So however you got here, as long as you're on this side of that bridge, you're good to go. And so right now we are still on the path that the map shows us. And we are going to follow that just for a moment. Until we get up to the hot springs. And now, once we get up to the hot springs, and of course, if you need heart restore, jump in the water. But otherwise, we are just going to keep coming around. You can see these planks in the ground. We're going to just follow those around. And we've got these torch things here. This is where we want to go. We want to follow this. It's off map path, but it is still a path. And the enemies that we will encounter through here are not terrible. It's just these 2 choo-choos. For now. But we're going to come up to another torch with a sign. And we are going to want to stay right. We read the sign. It tells us that way to the Forgotten Gorko Tunnel. So, stay right. And you can see the gates down there, which is the entrance that we want to go into. Now, before we go and talk to him, I'm going to come up to this cooking pot, and I would like to just make some heart restore food and a defense food and some speed food. Alright, so now we're gonna go and talk to him. He's coughing and wheezing, he's tired, he wants to get through the rubble, it's too important, but his belly's too empty. So he came and found him by thinking like him, and he can't stand idly by. He needs to help. So he wants us to exit here, go down the hill to Gortram Cliff, and there we will find rock roast rolling around. And he needs us to go grab one for him. He'd like to do it himself, but he has a chronic condition. Yeah, it's called gore on shoulder. Very serious. I'd rather not talk about it. Alright, so first thing we want to do is not forget to eat our defense food. Alright, so my defenses are up, and I'm gonna come down here to this path. And we've got a sign here that reads Gordon Cliff ahead, so this is the way we want to go. Now, there are some enemies down here. Any way that you can avoid them is what I would do. They're not gonna do any good to fight these guys right now, because they're not going to be here once we update this quest. It's gonna be a whole new spawn of moblins up there to attack us. You'll see as soon as we get down here. Alright, so it's updated, so I'm not even gonna grab one quite yet. Watch out for falling rocks. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to get these guys to notice that we're here and to start coming downward, because a bunch of rocks are going to come down and hopefully smash some of these guys. It looks like not this guy though, so we're just going to have to fight him real quick. Okay, so now we just gotta go do the same thing to the rest of them. Take them out however you can. Don't let these guys hit you. They have a very strong attack with just the bow. Alright, so that guy, we can ignore him because we can stay to the other side. I just want to watch for falling rocks. But we're going to come back down here and grab our rock roast. And we're going to make our way back up. And I typically like to stay to the left. Once we get closer to the top, there's going to be a huge boulder that comes down. And you'll have to get out of the way of it because it will hit you, it will hurt you, and you will drop your rock roast, and you will have to go chasing back after it. But you just kind of want to follow along these areas because some areas are too steep and he will drop it trying to climb up it. But we've got him over there. As long as we stay over here, we should be fine. And there's the giant rock I was talking about. Let's see if I can get out of the way fast enough. I did. And we should be fine for the rest of the way up. There you go, rock roast. Deliciously grilled rock roast. You are hallucinating. Full belly, let's do this. So this is the secret of the hero, eh? Alright, the first thing I want to do is eat my movement speed food. Alright, let's go do the shrine. This is the Kera Ma Shrine. If you need reminders, we are just south of Gorko Lake inside Gorko Tunnel. This is Greedy Hill. We're going to start by going forward up these stairs. And now, once we get up here, you can see it's very steep, and all of these are going to come rolling down to us. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get in between this fence here, because that is what's going to protect us. There's also little spiky ones, so watch out for those. But the other thing is, you can see, they also do let down some goodies. But just keep an eye out. Every time you see them start to roll, just get out of the way. After that ball rolls, we're going to cut over here and get this chest. And then let the next ones fall. And then come over here, let those go, and then come back over here. Alright. And there's going to be a bunch of red rupees coming down here. We want to grab some of those. Watch out for these things. Now, once we get up to the top, they are going to stop. Before we go inside, we're going to turn around and we see this chest here. Five bomb arrows. Alright, now if we take a look at our map, we see the treasure symbol next to the shrine name, so we know that we have all of the chests. And we can go ahead and check out. Alright, we can take this off. We don't need that anymore. Alright, so now we want to go over to Korok Forest. So I'm going to just fast travel right here to the Kyo Rug Shrine. And then I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my sneaky armor. And now, I know that we don't have enough hearts to do this, but we've got to come try it first.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Who is that? Did I doze off again? Well. It's you. You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits, you know. That look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of me, however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree. That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess. The sword that seals the darkness that only the chosen knight can wield against the Calamity Ganon. Believe it or not, it was actually you who wielded that sword 100 years ago. But I must warn you to take extreme caution. The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. As you are now, I cannot say whether you are worthy or not. If you sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state, you would surely lose your life where you stand. Best of luck, young one.
If you hope to pull the sword from its resting place, you must use your true strength. Let us see whether or not you currently possess said power. And we do not possess said power. But as you can see, now we've got these missions that have activated. Okay, let's accept his little trial. Show him a rod with the power of ice. You can wave this rod to freeze monsters in their tracks. Ice Wizrobes love to wreak havoc with them. If Mr. Hero were to wield a rod with the power of ice, he would be even stronger and cooler. What's that thing you're carrying? Looks like you've located an ice rod. But you're going to have to equip it to impress me. Shimmering, sparkling, what a sight to behold. Thank you, Mr. Hero. Your weapon is so amazingly, wonderfully sparkly. I must give you something as thanks. 100 silver rupees. Woohoo. And this guy had one, but yeah, he wants to see a bloopy, a blue glowy hoppy thing that glows in the dark just about peak size. I just really want to see a bloopy, even if it's just a picture. Wait, you have it already? Bam, in your face. Bloopy. That is a real bloopy. I shot it and got rupees. Here's a little thank you gift. Another 100 rupees. Yes, if you desperately need rupees, you can shoot the bloopy and get more rupees, but it is hard to do. It's hard to keep hitting him because he runs. Alright, now let's go talk to him. Us Koroks all got together and prepared some trials just for you, Mr. Hero. If you pass the very tough trials we've prepared, pulling out the Master Sword would be a piece of cake. Probably. Among the trials is an extra tough one designed by me, the Elder of the Korok Forest. So will you test your mettle in the Korok Trials? I'll do it. You know, if you keep doing everything everyone asks of you without question, you're gonna get conned eventually. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the Korok Trials. Long story short, you'll need to visit all of the shrines in the Korok Forest so that you can be considered a real grown-up. Trial 1, in the Southwest Forest, Trial of Second Sight. Trial 2, in the Northwest Forest, the Lost Pilgrimage. Trial 3, in the Eastern Forest, the Test of Wood. If you can overcome the Korok Trials, you can overcome anything. We've also prepared some wonderful prizes for you. Now show us what you're made of. Alright, do your best. Alright, so we have activated that, and we are going to go ahead and activate it here as well, as soon as I find it. Here we go. Once we have activated on there, when we look in the map, you can see. And the other thing to note is that the stones from here also point in the same directions. Alright, so let's go this way first. So we're going to come up here and we're going to talk to this guy. A Hylian seeks to attempt a Korok trial. Is that even allowed? Who cares? Are you here to attempt my Korok trial? Of course. Oh wow, you really want to try it. I guess it was worth asking after all. Let me tell you about the trial. All you need to do is keep going and not get lost in the mist. Easy, right? What's wrong? You don't look very excited. But don't worry, I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry trees will show you the way. Spy their iron to win the day. Didn't I make that sound cool? Think about that as you take on the trial. Alright, so he gave us a little hint. If we activate our magnesis and follow the trees with the big iron boulders in their mouths. And we do need to watch out for enemies and not going into the mist because it will teleport you back to the beginning. Alright, so we do have a bunch of enemies here. I'm gonna take care of them real quick. So now, if we read this, it says, "Feed my aged shield guardian, guarded by monsters eternal. My brother will repay you in kind." And he's talking about the stall creatures. And here is what we actually need to do. Alright, so we're just going to grab the rusty shield. We're going to come down here. And we're just going to put it right in this tree's mouth. Alright, so we're going to come over here. We're going to grab this chest. Go ahead and grab the contents. And now we're going to take it and we're going to put it on this raft. And we're going to use it to push the raft. And there's a reason for this. We need this chest. And it is a faster way here. Because if we read this, it says, please place my chest in my mouth. The Shield Eater's brother stole it from me. So we're going to take this chest and put it in his mouth. Alright. Now, we need to go to the shrine. This is the Kun Sadaj Shrine. Alright, this is just a blessing shrine, so you don't actually have to solve a puzzle. You just come up and collect the treasure. Which is a giant ancient core. And that's it. Alright, now from here we are going to just teleport back here. Alright, so, and you can see, we went to that one first. That one. So now, let's follow this one. Hi, Hetsu. Bye, Hetsu. Hey, hero guy. I was told you'd be coming. But do you really think you're ready for the test of wood? Some say it's the hardest of the Korok Trials. But it's not complicated. All you need to do is equip the Korok weapon set and reach the shrine at the back of the area. Are you ready to try it? I am ready. Alright, go get him. You have to keep the sword, bow, and shield equipped the whole time. If they break or you unequip them, you're out. All you have to do is reach the shrine in the back of the area. Off you go. Okay, so yes, for this one, it is, we have to keep the weapon set equipped, and it's wood, so obviously durability isn't going to be the best, so we want to try not to use them, so remote bombs are going to come in handy here. We are going to encounter 3 bats to start. Alright, and here's bat number 3. And then next we are going to come up on 2 small choo-choo jellies, or choo-choos, and then 2 big ones. All right, and on the other side of this wall, there is going to be a bunch of stall children. So be careful after breaking these crates, which the crates are filled with stuff. Apples and arrows. Alright, so as soon as you go into this area... Alright, hopefully... Well, I was hoping his head would land in the, Oh, there it goes. Okay. And now there's going to be some more stall children that have elemental weapons. We also have these guys here. And make sure you put... If your weapon catches on fire, put it away right away, because as soon as you do, it will stop losing durability. Okay, so these guys... Where did he go? I want to shoot him in the head. Oh, he got me. Alright, let's try the shooting of the head again. Okay, there we go. And now, as soon as we get over here, we are going to have an electric choo-choo. And we're also going to have a bunch of octorots. So then we will just have to shoot. And there is still 2 more of these guys. There's one back there. I'm going to build myself a little safety area. Alright, and then the other guy is going to be over here. So be careful and don't land in the tar. So let's go ahead and just take him out right away. And then we should be good. If you want to go get that chest, feel free. But I am just going to get over here because I already know that it's just another forest dweller sword in there. And pretty much from here, if we just get through it and don't worry... Whoop! Don't do that. We just need to get through here because you can see the shrine is right there. And here we are. Go! We made it. Congratulations, you passed the test of wood. Well done, hero man. Happiness waits you at the shrine. Oh yeah. If you ever want to do the trial again, just let me know. See ya! I'm good on that. Thanks. Alright, Mag Helen Shrine. Alright, this is another blessing, so let's just go collect our treasure and check out. And if you haven't already, now might even be a good time to go ahead and subscribe if you're feeling it. Alright, we're gonna teleport back to Kyo Rug Shrine once more. Alright, so for the last one, we're gonna come around back this way. Oh, look at that. Alright, we want to come in here through this big log thing. Alright, before we talk to him, make sure you've got your sneaky clothes on. Oh, you Mr. Hero, right? You're gonna do the Korok trial. Yes, yes? Sure. I knew it, and I'd like to ask you a favor then. My little Oki just now set off to do the Korok trial. Normally I'd go along, but Oki insisted on going alone. I let Oki go, but, well, I'm just getting worried. Could you please follow Oki without being seen? I just want to make sure nothing happens. Alright. The Lost Pilgrimage. So make sure you got your sneaky clothes on, and we're just going to follow this little guy and not be seen. Make sure you keep your distance, even though it is kind of hard to see him, but he's going to get up here, and he's going to get scared of a stick, and you're going to want to hide. So I'm just going to hang here. Once he stops shivering and his word bubble goes away, he's good to go. And we don't technically need to be crouched, but I think that it's just easier to go slower. Because if you get too close to him, you will be spotted. But if you lose track of him, his little word bubbles will cue you which way to go. Up here, he does pause for a little bit, so be careful that you don't catch up to him too quick. Alright, up here we've got a beehive. And upcoming will be a wolf. You'll want to take him out and then hang back, because he will investigate. I got spotted the last time that I did this. And it was because I went to go pick up the piece of meat. That was my mistake. Make sure you stay hidden. Got his question mark. Alright. We are clear to go. Alright, so he's going to go through that hollowed out log. And we're going to kind of hang back a little bit, let him get inside there. Because we don't want to be spotted. But we're going to go right on the outside. Right on the outside of the hollowed out log. And I just realized that I said something about the wolf. We're not there yet, but it's coming. Alright, so once we're right here, stay out of sight. You can turn your camera and see that he is coming, but we want to stay here. Because he's going to go out of the log. We're going to go inside the log. He's going to think that he sees a ghost and run back. And if you're right behind him, you will get spotted. So we're just going to come right over here and just hide. Yep, there's the ghost. He's running back. Gonna shiver a little bit. And now he's fine. So now we can keep going. Alright, so the wolf is going to be coming up over here. So just keep an eye out for him. And as soon as you see him, take him out. And he usually comes up over on the right. And then stay hidden. I don't know where he's at, but last time I got spotted because I went back for the meat. Okay, there he is. Alright, now just stay back and stay low until he's done with his whole I made it shenanigans. Yay, I made it. I finished the trial. Whoa, who's there? Hey, are you that hero guy, you know, Mr. Hero? Guess what, Mr. Hero? I did the trial all by myself. Aren't I brave? Oh yeah, you're probably here for the shrine. The great Deku Tree said that the monk's blessing is waiting in the shrine ahead. Why don't you go and take a look? Yeah, we just happened to be at the same place. Alright, so here is the Dag Choka Shrine. Go inside. Alright, so this is another blessing, so let's grab our treasure and check out. Alright, and again, we are going to just teleport back to Kyoto Shrine. Alright. So, we're gonna go back inside the Deku Tree. And we're gonna pray. And we're gonna get our 13th heart container. Alright, we're gonna go over to the Master Sword. And we're gonna pull it. So, press A and hold it down. No matter what you see your heart's doing, just don't let go of the A button. Just let him do his business. Okay, now you can let go of the A button.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Great Deku Tree, I ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yes.
What you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. After you were separated from the sword, the princess thought to bring it here, where she knew that it would be safe under my watch. She continues to fight, trapped deep within the confines of Hyrule Castle. Her heart cascades with faith that you will return. She has a smile like the sun. I would do much to feel its warmth upon me once again.
We now have the Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the calamity. Only a chosen hero by the sword itself may wield it. That blade has a name. It is the Master Sword. When used against Calamity Ganon or those tainted by his malice, it will become suffused with holy light. At such times, the true power of the sword will manifest. But be warned, do not rely too much on its power. If you wield it without need, its power will be exhausted and it will no longer be of use to you. Should this happen, you must wait for the sword to recover. It would be rash to rely on the sword alone to defeat Ganon. I suggest that you free the Divine Beast before facing him. And of course, we've done that all except one. But that is what we are doing next, now that we have our Master Sword. Yeah. Alright, well, first we need to go talk to this guy. What? You finished all of the trials? That's amazing. You're so cool. I know that look. You want me to give you something since you visited all the places, don't you? I guess I have no choice. I'll give you my treasured item. 3 big hearty truffles. Try eating a dish cooked with that big hearty truffle. It'll soothe all of your aches and pains and then some. And I'm not pulling your branch here. Just try it for yourself. Alright, that is done now too. Alright, it is time, boys and girls. On with the outro. And that's where I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I had a lot of fun today. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And until next time, be sure to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and punching that bell right in the face with your fist, so you're the first to know when new content is released. Thanks for watching.